Hello, this video is here to teach you all you need to know about chicken. I have 10 fun facts for you to know about the birds that provide us with eggs to eat every day. Let's check it out. And stick around to the end to see what questions I answered from my Instagram and collect the eggs for today. The first thing you should know is that you will not get a chick in your egg unless you have a rooster. In my backyard flock, I have 3 hens, and therefore I will not have any fertilized eggs, which means I will not be getting any roosters out of my hens. I prefer it this way because I like having unfertilized eggs to eat, but you can absolutely have a rooster as a part of your backyard flock, and that will give you the ability to hatch chickens if you want to hatch them, but without a rooster, you will not have that option. The second is you can expect 1 egg per chicken per a day. Wilma and Luann are joining us up on the roost. From chickens about when they turn 6 months old to when they're about 3 years old, they will lay 1 egg a day. After that, they start to taper off and lay less and less eggs a day, and they can live up to 8 years old. That is really old for these birds. They enjoy long, happy lives if we let them to. And so they will lay 1 egg a day for like 2.5 years, and then after that, it will start to taper off and they'll lay less and less. The third thing is that they lose their feathers in the fall, similar to how reptiles lose their scales in the fall. Chickens will also lose a lot of their feathers in the fall and make new ones. I haven't had these girls through a fall yet, so I haven't had that happen, but it definitely will this coming fall. The fourth thing you need to know is that chickens eat bugs. That is what they do. When they are scratching down in the grass, they eat a little bit of greens, but their main source of protein is bugs, which is what they eat. So we don't treat our yard for any bugs or anything like that because the chickens are consuming them, and we don't want them to eat any kind of treatment that we're laying out for bugs, because then we eat their eggs and we don't want to be eating those chemicals. I do give my chickens this mealworm treat. They love this stuff. It looks like little bugs, and they eat this stuff right up, and I will show a clip of them eating it. They just absolutely love this stuff. I can get them to follow me around when I have this stuff in my hand, and so it's been really handy when I let them out and I need to get them to go up into their pen early. I will use this and it's super helpful. They love their mealworm treat. I will link this particular snack down below. You can find it on Amazon, it's pretty cheap. The fifth thing is that chickens require calcium in their diet. We require calcium to have good, strong, healthy bones. Chickens require calcium to have strong eggs. So if you have a problem with your eggs breaking or your shells are really thin, then you're going to want to add a calcium supplement to their diet. I do this using crushed oyster shell, which is a good natural calcium supplement, and I will link a product that I use down below for that. But if you're noticing a problem with your shells, I definitely suggest adding calcium to their diet. That is like the one supplement that they really need. The sixth thing is that chickens have a pecking order. The whole term pecking order comes from chicken. Chickens will have a kind of head chicken, that's the #1 girl, and she will be the first one to go up at night. She'll be the first one to come out. She'll be the first one to lay. And you can kind of tell who is on top of your pecking order by who is pecking the other chickens. She is the boss. She is in charge of taking care of everything. She keeps everything in line. And so there's definitely a pecking order. My head chicken is Wilma. I will frequently see her pecking at the other chickens. She is also the biggest, so I'm not sure if that has anything to do with it, but it probably does. The seventh thing that kind of leads me to this is that they will all lay in the same box. You can expect about 4 chickens to lay in the same laying box, like the same nest. A chicken will follow where the head chicken lays. So you have to talk about that pecking order. Wilma lays in the box, and then the other chickens will also lay in that same box. If you have more than 4 chickens, then you need to provide multiple boxes so that they're not fighting for space. But if you have less than 4, you can have just 1 laying box, and then all your eggs will be in the same place. If you have multiple, you'll probably will still find all of your eggs in 1 box because that is what they do. All right, the 8th thing you need to know about chickens is that they like to roost. They like to sit up on branches. You can imagine in the wild, they are birds. They would fly up into tree branches and sit on them, which is why I have in my coop a natural roost that I added in, and you saw them sitting on it earlier. I'll come outside sometimes and see them sitting up there. They just like to sit on it. Their feet can wrap around it easily. You need to make sure it's a pretty big piece so that their feet can hold on. But they like it. They'll just sit up there and kind of sunbathe during the winter, or get up there for some breeze in the summertime. The ninth thing you need to know about chickens, and this is kind of a bit like of a wise tale. I don't know if anyone actually knows why this is true, but chickens like the color red, which is why you will see on our feeders and waterers that the spot where the chicken's supposed to peck at or put their head in is red. And you'll see that's true on like a lot of chicken products. The spot where the chicken is supposed to peck at is a red color, and then that's because it is said that chickens like the color red. The 10th thing is chickens will put themselves up at night. At nighttime, when the sun goes down, the chickens will naturally go back up into their house here before the door closes. This is again kind of a natural instinct of to go up into your house before the sun goes down, which is when a lot of the predators would come out. So that's a really nice thing about chickens, is they just put themselves up there and you don't have to worry about them being out during the night. Okay, I'm gonna kind of torture one of the chickens to show you guys something, but another thing is that they really like to be together. So let me grab one and pull them out and I'll show you what they do. Okay, so I pulled Luann out and I put her like way over there, and before I could even get my camera, she has run back over here. But they are just pecking. I think there's some leftover treat right here that they didn't get to yesterday. And I'll let them just hang out while I show you guys some other stuff. I did get a question about brooding chicks on my Instagram, which is like when you buy the chicks when they're really young and then you raise them up in a brooder, which keeps them warm and lets them develop. And like if that was cost prohibitive. So if you were doing a small like backyard flock like the one I have, I would suggest just buying the chicks a little later in life. Like I bought my chicks and they were, I think 10 weeks old, which is old enough for them to go outside, which is what I was going for because I didn't want to have them in the house. And they were $25 each because I bought them at an older age. But you have to remember a brooder and all that is pretty expensive and you still have to go buy the chicks. And so I do think if you're planning on having a small flock, it is worth it just to buy older chicks. The other thing you have to deal with when you are brooding chicks is that some of the chicks may die in the male, or it may die when you're taking care of them. When they're really young, they're harder to take care of and hard to know, what's going on with them if they're sick or something. And so for me, it was a better option just to buy the adult chickens. If you're going to be having a really big flock or you're doing meat chickens, which means you'll have a lot more chickens than this, it's cheaper to go with chicks and just use the broiler because you can get chicks really cheap. You wouldn't want to be buying all these chickens at an older age if you're going to have a lot of them. So I hope that helps answer your question about that. It's a great question. Let me show you all of the red that we have their favorite color throughout the coop. Juju, oh my goodness. But you can see here where their feeder is, and I can link this product. It's been really great feeder, keeps it dry, keeps the mice out and everything. Where their food is, it is red, so they know to peck there. We've also got red in, hi girls, are you having fun? Oh my gosh, I totally forgot to talk about scratching and dust baths. So right now you'll see Luann is kind of doing it. Didn't catch her neck. See how she scratches with her legs? This is how they basically turn up the soil and look for more little bugs and stuff, worms, etc. where they are. And show you the other place where there is red in the coop is right here where they have to peck at this to get their water out. That is red, so they are attracted to it and hopefully will peck at it. I have not collected the eggs today, so let's go do that. There we go. Now we're all together. This is what they really enjoy. Let's see if I can show you me moving one of them now and show you what happens. This is my girl Luann. Say hi, Luann. Say thumbnail. Whoa. That was almost bad. Don't peck me. Can you see? Man, you still couldn't see how quickly she ran over there, but it was super fast. So now that I have let them out, they're just gonna go do this like all around the whole yard. They'll move, they'll scratch, then they'll move to the next spot, scratch some more. Really just moving our leaves everywhere, aren't you girls? All right, let's take a look at what eggs we got. 3 eggs today. Very nice. Thank you, ladies. These are really clean. I have been getting some dirty eggs, which is fine, but these look really good. I hope that you enjoyed today's video about fun facts about chickens. I don't know if you can see them back there just scratching around. These really are awesome birds. They're super easy to take care of. And I have more videos about what you need to do to take care of your chickens every day. And all that, and I will link that down in the description below, and I'll also put some of that information up here. If you enjoy content about chickens and gardening, hit the subscribe button down below, and follow my Instagram if you want to be part of future Q&As. Bye! Why can I never remember to shower like the night before I film? I always shower like 30 minutes before I start. What do you think about that, Nala? She said, Mom, I'm busy guarding the house. Okay, bye.